For problem 27b, it's a little bit more complicated because we have denominators that aren't just single terms, but the concept works the exact same way. So in this case, I'm going to do the other strategy. Instead of multiplying everything by the lowest common denominator, I'm still going to use the lowest common denominator, but I'm going to play sort of what I call the what's missing game. So right here, I would notice that the lowest common denominator on the left-hand side between an x plus 3 and an x minus 1 is just the product of the two. It's just x plus 3 times an x minus 1. So I'm going to multiply each of these denominators by the thing that it's missing to create the lowest common denominator. So since this piece already has an x plus 3, the part that I'm missing is the x minus 1. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by x minus 1 over x minus 1. And again, I can do that because that's just a fancy 1. This denominator already has an x plus 3 on it. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply top and bottom by an x plus a 3 and an x plus a 3. And again, we can do that because it's just a fancy 1. All right, so then moving along over here in the top left-hand side, you can see that I've got x times x minus 1. And then I have plus 2 times x plus 3. And then I'm going to have the 26 over here. And now my LCD is now going to be combined to be x plus 3 times x minus 1. And then over here, I still have this piece, which is just x squared plus 2x minus 3. All right, so then we want to take care and simplify this stuff over here and this stuff over here. So we're going to end up with x times x, which is our x squared. X times 1 is our negative x. Then our positive 2x, and then a positive 6. And then I'm going to go ahead and multiply this stuff together, and I get x squared. Negative x plus 3x is a positive 2x. And then 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. And then I get 26 over x squared plus 2x minus 3. Now I'm noticing right now, right, that this denominator and this denominator are now the same. So if they are the same, when I cross multiply, they're going to go away. So all I have left with is the two numerators equal to each other. So I've got x squared. This is going to be a positive x and then a positive 6, and that's equal to 26, right? So let's go ahead and move that 26 over. So I'm going to get x squared plus x. 6 minus 26 is negative 20, and that equals 0. And then we go ahead and try and factor this. I need two numbers that are going to multiply to negative 20 and add to 1. So I'll put negative 20 there and a positive 1 there. So it's probably 5 and 4. Let's see here. 5 minus 4 is 1, and 5 times negative 4 is 20. So it looks like this quadratic is going to factor to x plus 5 and an x minus 4. I'm going to go ahead and solve each of these. So I'm going to see that x plus 5 equals 0. So I'm going to get that x is equal to negative 5. That's one of my answers. And then x minus 4 equals 0. So I'm going to get that x is equal to positive 4. That's another answer. Then I just want to go back up here and make sure that none of these answers give me a 0. So x cannot be a negative 3 from here. It can't be a 1 from there. And neither of those two numbers are negative 3 or 1. So I'm good to go. And that's how you do that problem.